You are listening to Bhagavad Gita for All, a practical guide for everyday life. A lecture series by Nalan Narula. Chapter 11, The Universal Form.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Last time we had completed text 14 of chapter 11, the universal form as told in the Bhagavad Gita. The text 14 was that Arjun was praying to Lord on seeing the universal form, very bewildered, astonished, his hair standing on end due to ecstasy and excitement, and he began to pray with folded hands. Arjuna Vacha, text 15 of chapter 11. Pashyami devams tava deva dehi sarvansh tatha bhuta vishesha sanghan brahmanam isham kamalasana stham rishimscha sarvan uragamscha divyan. So Arjun said, Pashyami, I see all the demigods, the devatas, the devan, and I see them assembled together, gathered together, tava deva dehi, in your body. And I also see the other living entities, and specifically I see Lord Brahma situated on the lotus flower that is coming from the navel of the Garbhodakshay, Vishnu form also shown in the universal form. And I also see Lord Shiva sitting there. I see all the Rishin, the great sages, and the Uragan, the serpents, the divine serpents, Ananta Shesh, and so many more. Text 16. Aneka bahudara vaktra netram pashyami tvam sarvato ananta rupam nantam na madhyam na punastavadhim pashyami vishveshvara vishvarupa. So I see many arms in your universal form, many bellies, many mouths, many eyes. Anantarupam, unlimited in their expansion. There is no end, na antam. Na antam, na madhyam, na puna. There is no beginning, no middle, there is no end to it. It is infinite. I am seeing these Vishveshwar, Lord of the universe, Vishvarupa, in your universal form. Everything is unlimited. There is no limit to anything that I can see. It is overwhelming, basically. Then text 17. Kiritinam gadinam chakridam cha tijorashim sarvata tiptimantam pashyami tvam durniriksham samantat deepta anala arka dyutim aprameyam. I see this form of yours adorned, decorated with many helmets, with gadinam, the mace, chakrinam, the discs, and because of your glaring effulgence, tejorashim, on all sides, deeptimantam, sarvata deeptimantam, pashyami, I see this on all sides, and you are durnirikshayam, difficult to see. Because of this blazing fire, deepti anala arka, just like suns, and it is immeasurable and inconceivable. Aprameyam, it is not measurable, it cannot be measured, it is just overwhelming. Basically, Arjun is completely overwhelmed. And he has had these divine eyes given to him to see Text 18. Tvam aksharam paramam vedittavyam Tvam asya vishvasya param nidhanam Tvam avyayas shashvata dharma gopta Sanatanas tvam purusho mato me Tvam aksharam paramam vedittavyam. You are inexhaustible. Aksharam means one who is inexhaustible, supreme, paramam, and to be understood in that way, that you are of the universe, the param, the best, the supreme, and on this basis, you are also to be understood to be the original, the inexhaustible maintainer of all the eternal specified duties of mankind, of all creatures. Shashvata Dharma Gopta, maintainer of the Dharma, the one's occupational duty. Sanatana, so we are basically talking about Sanatana Dharma, what is the eternal occupational duty of all living entities. And Tvam Purusha Matame, you are, in my opinion, the eternal personality, the original personality of Godhead, the supreme of all, the various forms and expansions that we may see of divinity. You are the source of everything. Text 19. Anadi madhyantam ananta viryam ananta bahun shashi surya nitram pashyami tvam deepta hutasha vaktram swatejasa vishvam idam tapantam. Anadi madhya anantam, without beginning, without middle, without end, unlimited, glorious, heroic, with many arms, many eyes. The sun and moon are also part of your unlimited eyes. And I see that you're blazing Hutasha Vaktram, fire coming out from your mouth. Swatejasa, by your great radiance, you are heating, giving life. Vishwam idam tapantam, you are giving the life, giving heat by your own radiance. So again, Arjuna is talking about Krishna's universal form having so many eyes and arms and legs, and this is like he's repeating himself. And when glorifying the Lord, this repetition is considered to be perfectly legitimate and good, and there is no defect in case one is repeating the glories again and again in a similar way about the same thing to do with the Supreme Lord. Text 20. Dyav aprithviyo idam antaram hi vyaptam tvaya ekena disha cha sarva drishtva adbhutam Rupam ugram tava idam loka trayam pravyathitam mahatma. So, Dyav aprithviyo idam antaram hi vyaptam tvaya ekena disha, that although I see this in outer space, I see the earth, and I see that all these are within you in every direction, sarva drishtva, this wonderful form which is also terrible. I see that this is in the whole planetary system, in the three planetary systems, the lower planetary systems, the middle planetary systems, the higher planetary systems. And I see that all of these planetary systems are very disturbed and perplexed. Pravyathitam, very disturbed, confused. And basically the statement is that there are people in all these three planetary systems in the material world that are seeing this form, and they are many are completely perplexed by what they see. because this form of yours is very, very terrible to look at, with this fire coming out of the mouth and the teeth and so on. And those who are not very advanced in their knowledge they are fearful because they are seeing this for the first time, or they are overwhelmed and overawed by this. And the terrible aspect is that Krishna says that he appears to destroy the evil forms, the evil entities, the demonic entities. So that is fear-inducing. And then, as even though one may have fear, one is observing this gradually, that fear changes to fearlessness and wonder, actually. So, text 21. Amihi tvam surasanga vishanti kechit bhita pranjalaya grananti swasti iti uktva maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tvam stutibhi pushkalabhi. So all those I see groups of demigods who are surrendering and entering into your form out of fear, bhita, with folded hands, pranjalaya, grananti, offering prayers, and but there are also swasti iti uktva, the peacefully speaking harmoniously, the maharishis, and the perfected sages, siddha sangha, stuvanti, singing hymns unto you, and prayers, and pushkalabhi, Vedic hymns are also there for protection, for blessings, and the demigods are very afraid of you. And on the other hand, Rudraditya Vasavu Yecha Sadhya Vishve Ashvinau Marutas Chosmapascha Gandharva Yakshasura Siddha Sangha Vikshante Tvam Vismitas Chaiva Sarve. The manifestations of Lord Shiva, that are the Rudra, the 11 Rudra forms, and the Adityas, the Vasa, the Vasus, and all the Sadhyas, the Vishwa Devas, the Ashwini Kumars, the Marutas, and the Ushnapa, the forefathers. Ushnapa means the ancestors, and the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asura Siddhas, the perfected demigods, the demons, Sangha assembled together, Vikshante Tvam Vishwamita, one are struck in wonder, Cha eva sarve, they are all beholding you in wonder. So that is because those who are little more advanced, or those who are exposed to the fearful form, first fear-inducing form, and then they are actually realizing the glories of it without fear, and then they are struck with wonder. Fearless wonder is there also, because they are seeing how glorious this form is, and they are able to see perfection and the sustaining aspect of the divine, the worshipable aspect of the divine. Text 23. Rupam mahatte bahu vaktra nitram mahabaho bahu bahuru padam bahudaram bahudamstra karalam drishtva loka pravyatitas tatha aham. Rupa mahatte bahu vaktra, many faces, many forms, very great mahat, very great mahabaho, O mighty armed ones, a mighty armed one, with many eyes, many faces, many arms, many legs, many thighs, many bellies, many teeth, babu damstra, many teeth, karalam, horrible, fear-inducing, terrifying, drishta, seeing, loka, the planets, pravyatita, disturbed. As they are all disturbed, these planetary people in these so many planets are disturbed, the demigods are very disturbed, and I am also very disturbed. So, text 24. नभास्पृशं दीप्तिम अनेक वर्णम व्यात्तानाम दीप्त विशाल नेत्रम दृष्ट्वा हि त्वाम प्रव्यथितंतर आत्मा धृतिम न विंदमी समं च विष्णु Nabhasprasham, touching the sky, glowing many different colors, Aneka Varnam, Vyatta, with the open Ananam mouth, Deepta, Vishala, glowing great Netram eyes. Seeing this, I am perturbed. Everyone who is seeing this is perturbed. The demigods are perturbed. I am disturbed to my very soul center, Anta Atma, Dhritim, and there is no steadiness and there is no peace of mind. By seeing this, Vishnu is referring to one who is present in every atom of the universe. So this is the time that the reference to Krishna comes, that he is present in every atom, Vishwa ke haranu mein hai. So he is seeing all this and Arjun is very afraid, and he goes on in text 25 to say, Damstra karalani cha te mukhani drishtavaiva kalanala sanibhani disho na jane na labhe cha sarma prasid devasa jagan nivasa. Damstra Karalani, these teeth, these faces, Mukhani, seeing these, and the Kalanala, the fire of time that devours everything. So Kalanala is the fire that is likened to the all-devouring fire that devours your duration of life, the fire of death. Sanibhanani, as if blazing Sanibhani in all directions. I do not know and I cannot understand. I am not balanced, and I request, please give me your grace. Please be pleased, and you are the refuge of the entire, all the worlds, the Jagat Nivas. You are the support and the staying place of all the universes, of all the worlds, and you are the Lord of all lords. So, please be merciful to me. Text 26 and 27. Amicha tvam dhritarashtrasya putra sarvasahai pal sanghe bhishma drona sutra putras tathasau sahasa madhyar api yodh mukhyai vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti damstra karalani bhayan akani kechid vilagna dashanantarishu sandrashyanti churnite uttman gaye. Ami cha tvam Dhritarashtra. I see all the sons of Dhritarashtra along with their kings, with Bhishma, Drona, all these Karna. I see them all going, the soldiers, all the soldiers are rushing into your mouths and they are crushed, their heads are smashed by your terrible teeth, and I see them being crushed there and destroyed in this very fearful vision. I am seeing this, that everybody is rushing into your mouth and being destroyed, crushed to death. Your heads are being churned, smashed to smithereens by the head Uttama Angai. And this is an indication to him that what is going to be the end of the battle. He is seeing that all the sons of Dhritarashtra, with all the other warrior kings that are there, including all their soldiers, including his soldiers, they are all rushing into his mouth of this universal form, into the various mouths, and being destroyed. Yatha nadinam bhavo ambu vega samudram eva bhimukha dhravanti तथा तवामी नरलोक वीरा विशंति वक्त्राणि अभिविज्वलन्ति. Text 28. Just as the rivers are flowing into the sea, into the great ocean, certainly towards you and your many mouths, these kings, great warriors, are all heading into your blazing mouths to perish, just like the rivers flow into the sea. They have no choice. So it is nothing can stop it. They may be very great warriors, they may be great kings, but they are not able to stop this. Text 29. Yatha pradiptam javalanam patanga vishanti nashaya samriddha vega tathaiva nashaya vishanti lokas tvapi vaktrani samriddha vega. Just as patangas, the moths, enter into jalanam, blazing fire, I see these people entering similarly into your mouth at full speed, being destroyed in the fire that is emanating from your mouth. Text 30. Lelihase grasmana samantal lokan samagran वदनेर ज्वलादिभि तेजुभिरपूर्य जगत समग्रम भाषस्तवोग्रह प्रतपन्ति विष्णु. I see you, O Lord Vishnu, all prevailing Lord, who is throughout the entire universe, unlimitedly. Leliyasya grasamane, licking, devouring, swallowing all the people in your flaming mouths, and your rays, your effulgence, Tejubi, is apura, covering the entire Jagat, the entire universe, everywhere, illuminating and also Pratapanti, scorching and destroying. Your terrible Ugra fire is available throughout the universe. It is spread throughout the universe. Text 31, his concluding prayer in this sequence is Akhyahi me ko bhavan ugra rupo namoastu te dev var prasid vigyantum ichhami bhavantam madhyam nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. Akhyahi me kah bhavan. Please do tell me, you who are so fierce of form. I offer you my obeisances. Please be gracious and do tell me, what is your mission? What is it that you are here for? I wish to know this. Please be kind enough, be gracious enough. You who are so fierce of form, so great, the greatest amongst all gods and demigods, Prasida, please be gracious, because I just wish to know what is your pravrittim, what is your mission. Please do tell me. And we will pause at text 31 of chapter 11. So this he has seen the entire universal form, he has spoken about it, Arjuna has spoken about it, and it is a very fear-inducing sight. And yet those who are more advanced, they are struck with wonder and amazement, and they have no option but to surrender to that greatness which is throughout the universe. And so Arjuna is addressing Krishna, please tell me, what is your mission actually? You are devouring everything, you are destroying everything. Is that your mission? He is not sure. And you are also the sustainer of all the universes. So how should I understand your presence, and how should I understand that what you are here for? That is text 31 of chapter 11. We have completed from 15 to 31 of chapter 11. So this is basically the vision that Arjuna has had, and he is seeing that other more advanced beings, those who are also being given spiritual eyes to see according to their qualification, they are also able to see. So there are two considerations here, two major considerations. One may see the form, but one may not realize the essence. But because the form is not separate from the essence, it does not matter if one does not realize the essence. Because all the qualities of the essence are available in the form, and that has been very nicely explained by Madhavacharya, that there is no difference. So to consider that the essence is missing from the form is actually a defect. So that is not the correct thinking. So even if we are not aware of the essence, it is there. We just do not have the eyes or the realization to see it, but we will get that. So here now Arjuna is asking, he concludes his this particular conversation sequence by asking Krishna, please tell me what is your mission, because I am seeing this very terrible form. I am seeing everybody getting destroyed. I am mostly seeing destruction. Of course, there is you are the support of the universe, but I am seeing this constant cycle of destruction going on. What is it that you are here for? What is your mission? So, if there are any questions on this sequence, I will take a few questions. Yes.
Anu has a question.
Yes.
Anu, please go ahead and ask your question.
Good morning, sir.
Anji, good morning.
Similar question to what we've heard. It's like when you're seeing destruction all around you at the time, and you get completely overwhelmed by that destruction. I mean, bringing that from the Mahabharata to today's world, where you're seeing people go through pain, where the things being destroyed overnight, it gets very overwhelming. And though we are healers, and I know that somewhere my weakness, I actually step back and there is fear. How do we tackle this fear?
Well, this is a very good question, very appropriate and relevant to the times. And this was Arjun's question also, that I am seeing all these people rushing into your mouth, O Lord, and being destroyed. Everywhere I am seeing destruction. It is fear-inducing. On the other hand, there is the aspect of the divine which is sustaining. So the fearful aspect is coming because there is the purpose of Krishna is to destroy the evil aspect of wherever it appears. So you are seeing this death and destruction because there is a destruction of evil, and sometimes we are seeing that evil is destroying so-called good. So this is going on constantly. But Krishna is basically saying, as Arjuna has seen, that it is pre-decided who is going to die. The manner of death is decided, the manner of destruction is decided according to karmic bank balances and karmic consequences, and Krishna's decision that this person has to be destroyed. So he will be destroyed. So as healers, our understanding is that yes, things are going to be destroyed, but if we have the knowledge of the essence of who the divine is, and we are connected to the divine in spiritual consciousness, and we are working according to dharma. Arjuna has earlier said that Krishna is the source of all dharma, the Vedic dharma, and that is the correct form of following the Sanatan dharma. He has talked about that. And that is the way that we need to understand and continue with this situation. The point is that there is no place that one is safe in the entire universe from death and destruction, even the demigods. What to speak of anyone else? So the point is to surrender to Krishna, and in that you are safe, because then he will take you to another place. So all these terrible teeth are there. They are destructive for enemies or those who are not on the right path. So you can think in terms of the sharp teeth of a tiger or a lion or a cat who can eat its prey, but then with the same sharp teeth it is lifting the kitten or the cub from the neck and carrying them to a safe place. So that is how you should look at these teeth and this terrible destruction, that you are going to be safe eventually because you are on the side of understanding and surrendering and being, most importantly, being in service to Krishna directly. So the others are indirectly serving or opposing or whatever they are doing, but you are directly engaged in the service of Krishna, and with the same sharp teeth which are fear-inducing to others are not fear-inducing to the children of the sharp teeth entity. So same way we can understand that we don't have to worry, because the death aspect that is going to come, or the destruction aspect that is going to come, is going to carry us to the next position, which is definitely better than where we are today. So you have to protect yourself in terms of doing what is needed on a practical basis to ensure that your life continues without undue obstruction to your ultimate purpose of life, which is to serve Krishna constantly, and in reciprocity you will be liberated from binding consequence karma. So this is a practice as healers. You have been given some empowerment to tinker with your binding consequence karma through the empowerment of Reiki, through the KQ force, and then you are moving on to the next level, where in surrender you will be liberated from all your binding consequence karma, and Krishna will carry you to a safe place. So as devotees we have nothing to worry. As servants of Krishna we don't have anything to worry. Yes, there is fear, there is anxiety, but if you manage within what you have, if you are satisfied with what you have, and you are progressive in your actions, there is no downside for you. Because in the material universe there is no safe place. Let me make this very clear. There is no eternally safe place. That is a fact. So therefore you must not be rooted in the material world, but you must be rooted in the spiritual world, which is immovable, unshakable in terms of safety. So that can only happen if you are spiritually anchored. So you need to be anchored spiritually despite all the storms that are going around you. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Anyone else? Anyone here? All right. So we will conclude here today at text 31. So we have covered 15 to 31 of chapter 11 of the Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 So we will bid goodbye to our internet attendees. See you next week. And today is 4th of February, which is the energy appearance day of Master Yusui, and we will continue that program. We will start that program in a little while, and we'll be available on the net upstairs. Yes. Check. Yes.
You've been listening to Bhagavad Gita for All, a practical guide for everyday life. A lecture series by Nalan Narula. Chapter 11. The Universal Form. Explore our website, gettingpositivekarmanow.com, for more on how to change your karma and destiny.